Okay, our next question about factors that may affect the rate of a reaction is related to a catalyst. So if you don't know what a catalyst is, it's something that's used to actually speed up a reaction. So we're going to be exploring that and observing that in person. A catalyst is not destroyed in the reaction. You can imagine it like someone grabbing two people and bringing them together and then walking away unaffected. The catalyst helps to facilitate a reaction but leaves the reaction unchanged. So yeast is the example we're going to use. Yeast you can buy at the grocery store. This is just Fleischmann's original active dry yeast that I have here. This is going to be our catalyst, and yeast can be used to break down hydrogen peroxide. And that's the experiment we're going to do. So now hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, breaks down spontaneously on its own. If I were to leave this overnight or longer, it would break down into water and oxygen, which then it wouldn't have many of the properties that it has when it's in the form of hydrogen peroxide, which actually can be used as a disinfecting agent or a cleaning solution. Oftentimes it is used as disinfectants, even in hospitals, so therefore it's very important to store it properly. Notice it's in a dark colored container. That's because light can also increase the rate at which it breaks down. So if I were to leave this in an open container for a long time, eventually oxygen molecules would be escaping and we'd be left with just water. However, we can't really observe that in front of our eyes. I'm not seeing any bubbles form. But if I add yeast, we may be able to actually see the reaction happen before our eyes because yeast is a catalyst. So let's start with 30 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. And we're going to open our yeast. And just add about a teaspoon. And we're going, nothing's happening yet. If we mix it up, what do you see happening? All these bubbles are forming, and that is oxygen. Oxygen is being generated. The yeast is catalyzing the breakdown of hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen. And the yeast remains present and unchanged. That is the function of a catalyst. So you have the reaction for this in your lab book that you can balance, and you also want to perform this reaction yourself and tell me what you observe. I want to see a picture of it or a video to show me that you did it. It ends up looking like a root beer float. And that is the function of a catalyst.